Describe what?
Describe God.
I didn't get you.
Brahma.
Describe God? Oh. Describe God.
Beautiful soul. Work. 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 I feel the pressure building up and I know that if I don't slow down then I'm likely to blow. I mean, don't stress me out cause I'm already vulnerable. Get back to work and stick to the protocol. No time to waste, the company overhaul may happen soon. I'm working to hold it off. What happens if the job that I hold is lost? So I do what I can to impress my boss. There's gotta be more to my life. I'm starting now to see the light. That's right. I'm taking it to higher heights. Getting by would not suffice. You gotta be the archetype and write exactly how you like your life to be. Despite the strife, allow the might of your mind to find the right design to ignite your divine beauty inside. Hip hop, rock and roll, expressions of my beautiful soul. Wisdom for me to know what I control. I quiet my mind and I listen close. Hip hop, rock and roll, expressions of my beautiful soul. Wisdom for me to know what I control. I quiet my mind and I listen close. Excuse me, don't mean no more pose, but let's talk a little bit about your beautiful soul. You see what mind, it will form, it will spiritual, but that third aspect could be difficult to put into words and syllables. A place beyond concept where the miracles are seemingly born the pinnacle of human achievement, the metaphysical aspect of your very own trinity, classically regarded as divinity, magic to be present and simply be passive. How nature breeds activity. We all have the capability to calm our thoughts and train the psyche. Increase the awareness, will set free the second word in human being. Hip hop, rock and roll, expressions of my beautiful soul. Wisdom for me to know what I control. I quiet my mind and I listen close. Hip hop, rock and roll, expressions of my beautiful soul. Wisdom for me to know what I control. I quiet my mind and I listen close.
Won't you give me the beat back? Won't you give me the beat back?
See the song that sings forever. Hey!
Hip hop, rock and roll, expressions of my beautiful soul. Wisdom for me to know what I control. I quiet my mind and I listen close. Hip hop, rock and roll, expressions of my beautiful soul. Wisdom for me to know what I control. I quiet my mind and I listen close.
There's nothing wrong with this moment, it's complete. If you could live in this moment, then you would be okay, but you're either living in the past or in the future. And we can say about both of them, they're not here.
People are always suffering, either what happened yesterday or what may happen tomorrow. So your suffering is always about that which does not exist, simply because you're not rooted in reality. You're always rooted in your mind. Mind is… one part of it is memory, another part of it is imagination. Both of them are in one way imagination, because both of them don't exist right now.
A man riding on a horse. He seems to be in a very hurry, and a friend of his standing by the sidewalk, calling on him, "Where are you going?" And the man on the horse said, "I don't know, you ask the horse." It means that we do not know where we go. We allow the situation to carry us away. We are not in control of ourselves. We do not live our own life in the here and the now.
There are two kinds of ignorance. One is innate ignorance, which is born of the dualistic mind, me and the other, biological organism and the universe, mind and body. Our dualistic thinking leads to ignorance, and then sometimes we institutionalize our dualistic thinking, we call it religion, and then we go to war. There is great iniquity in the world, lot of imbalance. 80% of the world's resources are consumed by less than 20% of the world's people. When fundamental needs are not met, then the reaction to that is violence. Actually, it's not even violence in the beginning. In the beginning, It's shock and numbness and denial and fear and panic, and only later does this turn to anger and violence and retribution, and then the whole cycle starts to perpetuate itself.
Fear is like a plague, it's like a disease, and it has its way to infiltrate people's minds and to cause people to posture in a very unhealthy way. And when there is excessive fear, then even we begin to become the aggressors ourselves. So everything comes back to consciousness. From our thoughts it produces our words, from our words it produces our actions. We must watch our actions because it produces our habits. Our habits produce our character, and our character produces our culture. So we have so much of a violent culture, we have so much of inauspicious habits because our thoughts are so much based on fear and violence and aggression.
By the practice of deep listening and gentle speech, we can help remove the wrong perceptions in us and in them. And this is the basic practice in order to bring peace. And our political leaders have to learn how to do that.
What's the meaning of my existence? Do I have a soul? What happens to me when I die? Does God exist? Does she care about me? These are the qualities that human beings have. You know, we are the only species that is aware of our mortality. And with that comes the great desire to look into the unknown. If you're not totally amazed and bewildered and mystified by yourself, then you are still not fully human. Ask yourself, who am I? What do I want? And if you go really deep into this, who am I? Very deep into this, you'll realize you're not your body, you're not the mind, you're not even your personality. You're the infinite being.
We are all unique, each one of us different. And it's so wonderful that we're different. We may spring from the same oneness of our interiority, but as human beings, as individuals, every one of us is unique. We are different, that's what is beautiful about us. So at least let's enjoy the difference. If you learn to enjoy the difference, if you see that every human being is a unique human being, only once in the whole eternity, only once this kind of human being happens. You cannot find exactly this kind of human being anywhere else in the existence, at any time in eternity, only once. That is true with yourself, with your friend, with your enemy, with your loved ones and the ones you hate. All of them are absolutely unique. Anything that you see as unique, you value it. Anything that you value, you will have no problems with it. And oneness will happen out of that. If you begin to enjoy the uniqueness of life, oneness will happen out of that.
It is our work to bring this next level of evolution into being.